Hello, everyone. Thank you for your willingness to participate in the WriteAhead Beta program. We are excited to have you. We just want you to know that your feedback is absolutely critical as we fine-tune WriteAhead to provide the most actionable, specific, and timely instructional feedback to teachers first, and our MVP 2 release will enable organizations to have the option of making this feedback automatically available to their students. So let's get started. I have installed the WriteAhead extension. There's another video to walk you through that. It is in the upper right-hand corner. I've pinned this to my browser top nav bar. You see these three buttons. We'll get back to those in a few moments. Once I've clicked on this, it's automatically going to open up and display the WriteAhead icon in the lower right-hand corner of my Google Docs. Once I click on this, it opens to display the sidebar with a few required fields. The first one is selecting a level. This one happens to be a high school. It's one of my daughter's papers, and I'm going to select expository. Now, by selecting expository, you'll notice that it's displaying this new field that you didn't see during Paul's demonstration, and that is the rubric. We did add the NZQA writing rubric, so you will see that. Default is the WriteAhead rubric or rubrics based upon the genre. These rubrics, when you go to writeahead.com, you can find those rubrics for each of the genre there in more detail in instructional resources within the WriteAhead site. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate the NZQA writing rubric. Note that these two fields are optional. In our applications, we've got a tighter integration through the API service, so it automatically populates the title and the assignment text of the prompt. But these you can play around with to see if it does improve the feedback that's returned to you, the teacher instructor. So let's go ahead and click on Generate Feedback. Again, we're sending all of the input from the essay, the values, and additional values from the rubric that's automatically going to evaluate it. Please note that these scores are reflective of the evaluation of the essay based upon our IntelliMetric and the scoring of that reflective of the rubric, not your rubric. So this is a little bit of a discrepancy because we haven't integrated and built a model specifically for your NZ rubric, okay? So note that these are not reflective of your rubric. However, let's take a look at what is. Again, when we evaluate this, we're giving feedback on the introduction, identifying a strength of the essay, as well as specific revision strategies that are actionable and specific to the student's writing. The rubric headers are coming from your rubric. So we see content, language choices, structure organization, accuracy. Again, we're ending with kind of that top and bottom layer of our writing sandwich, which would be the conclusion. And then we are in also, accuracy. And then we end with a revision focus, identifying, what are the weakest areas and some additional information we have here, which is identifying kind of higher level revision goals. Now, what are the strategies or options for providing this feedback into a student's writing? Well, one is these are checkboxes. When you select any of the checkbox, you'll see this becomes active. By clicking on Insert, I'm going to be able to insert just the revision goals. I can insert the revision focus as well. When I select this, I'm just going to select the revision goals here. And insert, it's going to insert the feedback directly in on top or in the top section of the student's writing. So here you see the essay. There are a couple of icons that separate this, but this is one strategy for returning feedback to the writer. The second is by highlighting sections of the essay. So this happens to be the student's introduction. I'm going to have this entire section return. So by clicking on the strength, and I can add a revision strategies, I'm adding these as comments to the student. So now I've added comments, and I'm commenting directly on the student's essay. So these become embedded comments. Any of this feedback can be edited or modified by you, the instructor or teacher. Okay, so that was a quick overview. We have enabled this so you have unlimited number of generate feedback actions across any of the rubrics that will be available here. So please do experiment and provide us with feedback. So how will you provide us with feedback? Well, in the icon in the extension, there is a feedback button. You click this and it's going to return, it's going to display a form which you can fill out multiple times and provide us with feedback. Now, if you go to your settings here, I just want to point out a couple of additional features of WriteAhead. One is there's lots of information that's going to give you and support WriteAhead. This is all available to you. You will not see the administration that's at the Vantage level, but you can also view other areas that we've integrated into other applications, okay? We do value your feedback, and we are excited to have you join our WriteAhead Beta team. So really, thank you for your time. Have some fun with our Google Docs and using WriteAhead, and please have your feedback back to me multiple times if needed. And again, thank you for your time.